6, 7, and I will recast Vishgraz.
Yeah. No.
And the 6th Doctor will copy Vishgraz. And when both Vishgrazes enter, they will each make 3 Phyrexian Mites.
Oh boy.
6?
Yeah.
Hey everybody, my name's Dylan from Top Deck Tech, and today we're playing one of my favorite characters ever, Tamiyo, the Inquisitive Student. We're looking to draw a lot of cards and use card draw synergies to outvalue our opponents by making big creatures or bigger armies, and hopefully that pulls us through to victory.
Welcome back, everybody. I'm Mask, and today I've brought Vishgraz Doom Hive. This is actually his first time leading the Toxic deck, but the game plan stays the same. We poison our opponents and proliferate while putting out powerful and puny pummelers alike.
Hello, I'm the Doctor. Actually, my name is Sterling Matthew Oliver. I'm a voice actor and member of the group Up Download. Today, I am playing the 14th Doctor and Clara Oswald, and this is a deck that has every single Doctor in it. The goal is to either win with the sheer power of the Doctor, or to try and win with the enchantment Gallifrey Stands, an enchantment that will let me win the game if I control 13 or more Doctors in my upkeep.
Hey y'all, it's me, Ryle Dial, and today we're going to be running our beloved Baylen the Haymaker. Baylen can tap tokens for needed mana or for extra draw power, and it can also power itself up with Trample, making it a big threat to stop in its tracks. So hopefully we can win the competition with Baylen this time. Oh, okay, cool. Nice. I will play Uncharted Haven, tapped, and I will call the color red. So now I can tap it for red, and I'll pass.
Beautiful.
Okay, great. I will draw, and I'm going to play a Xander's Lounge Triumph for my turn, and I'll pass.
That is pretty good.
Fancy.
Really excited to play a basic land.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I forgot a pregame action. I need to declare that Clara has the black color identity, making this a 5-color deck. Yeah.
What?
It does explain the Xander's Lounge.
Yeah. I heard the. Wait a second. Okay, cool. I will play a single island over here. I'm gonna tap that to play my commander.
Whoa, commander out on turn 1.
Wow. Hold on. Okay, so this is Tamiyo. Tamiyo is a 0/3 flyer. When she attacks, investigate. When you draw your third card in a turn, exile her, then return her to the battlefield transformed as a planeswalker. Getting Tamiyo out really early on turn 1 is inevitable, but it also can be really scary to a lot of people because of how strong Tamiyo's ult is on the planeswalker side. So from here, I need to go very slowly to not present myself as a threat. We're not looking to flip Tamiyo anytime soon. So, but that's my turn. I'm passing.
All right, I will draw for turn. I will play a Temple of Plenty, tapped, and I will scry 1. As much as I like that card, I think I need to put it to the bottom to keep looking for my different colors for this deck. So I will scry that to the bottom and I will pass.
All right. I draw. I am going to play Forest. I will tap the mountain and the forest to play the Wu Pathfinder.
Nice.
Or, no, wait. Wu say? I don't know how to say her name.
I think it's
Woes.
Woes, yeah.
Woes, yeah. Woes is me. And I'll end my turn.
Nice.
Great. I will untap and draw, and land for this turn will be Spara's Headquarters, another Triome. And I'm going to pay 1 blue to play K9 Mark 1. He's a legendary robot dog. As long as he's untapped, my other legendary creatures I control will have Ward 1, and I can pay 2 and tap him to make a target legendary creature unblockable this turn. And that's all I'll do.
Yeah, that's
I'll pass.
Pretty good at turn 2. Cool. I will play a forest, and then I will go ahead and tap 2 here, and we will play an Emrakul's Messenger. So when you draw your second card each turn, create a 0/1 colorless Eldrazi spawn creature token that can sacrifice for a colorless mana. I will, for no particular reason, welcome to the show, Sterling. I'll send a 0/3 at you, which doesn't affect you, but I get a clue.
I think I'll block.
It's flying. I'm so sorry.
Oh, it's flying? Darn.
Flying.
I think K9 flew in one episode, but they didn't give him flying. So I'll take the 0 if I have to.
Great. I will make a clue. I gotta grab a token for that, and then I will pass.
All right. I will untap, upkeep, and draw. All right. Well, I mean, it helps, but it's not what I needed right now. I will play a forest, and I will tap the forest for a soul ring. And I will do nothing with that. So I will pass.
Okay, my turn. Draw. Let's see. I will play a plains, and I'm going to tap all 3 of my lands and play Rosie caught in the south lane. When she enters the battlefield, I create a food token, and whenever I create a token, put a +1/+1 counter on target creature you control other than Rosie. So she'll get one, and I create a food token, and I will swing 2 at Mask.
Wow, I will remember this. I'll go down to 38.
Is this for last game? It sounds like game memory.
It is.
Rosie Cotton in any deck is just gas. Not only will she buff Baylen when tokens come in, which is the whole premise of the deck, but also she can go infinite with a stick of celery. I'm very tempted to burn removal on her right now.
I will play Ketria Triome, my 3rd Triome. And seeing that Mask has no blockers, I will choose to not attack.
I appreciate
out of
that.
such kindness, you know.
I appreciate that. I will remember that as well.
I actually can't do anything. I will pass.
Okay. I will untap and draw. Okay, we will play an island. And then I think, as boring as it is, ramp is important. So I will go ahead and tap 3 here, and I'll play Kodama's Reach. So I will search for 2 basic land cards. One will go to my hand, one goes to the battlefield tapped. And just to shortcut this, I will just be swinging Tamiyo. Everyone's going to get around, so I'll swing at Roy and get another clue. It's just
flying.
Yeah, 0 in the air. And then after that, I will pass while I search up my lands.
Okay. Untap, upkeep, and draw. Never say we couldn't get there. I will play a command tower as my land for turn, finding that black mana finally.
There you go. Yeah, you found all of it.
The question is, I'm going to stand by that feels rude, so I won't do that. But what I will do is I will tap for 4, and I will play the Necrogen Rot Priest.
Nice. Yeah.
Is a 1/5 with Toxic 2. And whenever a creature you control with Toxic deals combat damage to a player, that player gets an additional poison counter. An early Necrogen Rot Priest is a really powerful piece in this deck. The Priest buffs all of the toxic values and also makes my threats more threatening by being able to give them Death Touch. If I can't capitalize on this, I'm doing something wrong. And lastly, for 1 black and a green, it can give target creature I control with Toxic Death Touch until end of turn.
I'm really happy that the Infect player is worried about not being rude.
Well, yeah. I didn't want to kill K9, you know?
All right, so I drew. I'm gonna play the Castle Ember. It does not enter tap because I have. Actually, no, it would enter tap because technically I don't have a mountain.
Don't have a mountain.
No. Okay, that's fine. And then I am going to tap a forest and a plains to play the Throne of the God Pharaoh. Beginning of my end step, each opponent loses life equal to the number of tapped creatures I control. Yeah.
Very smart for token.
I have to send you the updated list, by the way, Dylan. I did have like a few cards.
Nice. Okay.
I then am going to sack the treasure, and I'm going to tap.
That is a food.
Oh, that is a food. You're right. Oh, and my turn. I'm embarrassed.
You still get to keep your food though.
I know. I got the wrong token.
If you want a snack for later, that's okay.
I always confuse food and treasure. My bad.
No, I feel you. There's so many different types of like basic artifacts. Yeah.
Yeah.
Draw for
You're
turn.
right. You're right.
Ooh. I might also have a boring turn, but that's okay. We're gonna start with a reliquary tower, giving me no maximum hand size. And yeah, let's keep building. I'm going to tap the reliquary tower and 2 others to play Cultivate. I'll search my library for 2 basic lands, reveal them, put one on the battlefield tapped and the other into my hand, and I'm gonna do nothing else. So Dylan, go ahead. Here we are at the end of turn 4, and I still just have my dog. I'm seeing these other board states starting to build up and get kind of strong, and I'm getting really nervous because all I have is a little robot to protect me. So I'm going to really need to start finding some of these doctors soon, or I just don't know what's going to happen.
Okay, I will play an island. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I'll tap the forest. So I'll tap for 4. And I will scooch these guys over. I'll play a 20-toed toad. So my maximum hand size is 20, and whenever you attack with 2 or more creatures, put a 1/1 counter on the 20-toed toad and draw a card. Whenever he attacks, you win the game if there are 20 or more counters on it, or if you have 20 or more cards in hand. Notably, I have 5, so we're beautiful. We're a ways away here, gang. Not only is 20-toed toad a really fun card name to say, but an incredible card for this deck. Being able to draw our second card on each of our turns very simply by attacking will allow us to get tons of value off Emrakul's Messenger, Homunculus Horde, Alondra, and all kinds of other token generators. But if we get to the end of the game, he's a win con. 20 or more cards in hand is not hard to achieve for this deck. So all in all, I'm feeling good. That being said, I will send a two creatures out here. I will on attack trigger make a clue, and I will put a 1/1 counter on our toad-like friend here and draw a card. When I draw that card, that does make an Eldrazi spawn off of the messenger. I will send Emrakul's Messenger 2/1 at Sterling, I think, in the air.
Yep, I will take the 2.
And then I will have Tamiyo make her rounds over to Mask for 0 in the air.
I'll take the commander damage.
Drat.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I forgot to mark my commander damage. I'm so sorry.
Yeah, gotta keep up on it, you know. Cool. I think from there, that is it. I'll pass.
All right, I will untap, upkeep, and draw. I will play a Rogue's Passage as my land for turn.
Pretty good. Pretty good.
Yeah, I mean, I think we're just gonna do a little bit of board flooding this turn, which is to say I'm gonna go 1, 2, and 3, 4, 5, and we're gonna bring out Vishgraz, the Doom Hive. Vishgraz is a 3/3 with Menace and Toxic 1, and when Vishgraz enters, I get 3 Phyrexian Mites.
Oh, Lord.
They are 1/1s with Toxic 1 that cannot block. And Vishgraz gets +1/+1 for each poison counter my opponents have. So currently, nothing. And then I can't really get in anywhere with the Rot Priest. I mean, I could get in on Sterling, but that seems...
I can handle it. It's okay.
I mean, if you... all right, I'm going to swing at you...
Don't whittle yourself down here. Yeah.
All right,
You do what you built it to do.
1/5 at you. That if it connects, will give you 3 poison counters.
Yep. I will indeed have K9 step in the way.
Yeah, I thought that might be what happened there.
I don't really know what I was doing, but now I have no dogs and no doctors, so I'm even more nervous.
I will play the Temple of Plenty. Comes in tap, lets me scry 1, and I will keep it. Let me see. I will tap a mountain and a forest. to play Raw's Reinforcements. Lets me get 2 1/1 red elemental creature tokens.
Oh yeah, that's good.
Let's see. So I have the 1. I'm just gonna put. Are you guys okay if I put like 2 counters on it? Does she have 2?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
As long as you put 2 and not 6.
Oh yeah. Play that. So she triggers whenever I create a token. I get to put a +1/+1 on counter to a creature I control other than Rosie. So I created 2 tokens. So it gets 2 on her. So now she's a 4/4.
Yeah. It's getting strong over there.
Yeah. Then I will tap a mountain, a plains, and a forest to bring out my commander, Baylen the Haymaker.
Nice.
Ooh.
And I will activate Balen's ability. I'm going to tap 3 tokens. So I'm going to tap the 2 elementals and the 1 food token to let me draw a card.
And this is where Baylen comes in and shines, being able to tap tokens even when they're first brought out to the field, being able to draw cards, do mana, or power up Baylen in general. I feel like it's just such a power move. Like, I absolutely love this commander.
Nice.
And that is all I have. So I end my turn. Throne of the God Pharaoh triggers. So every opponent loses life equal to the number of tapped creatures. I have 1, 2, 3 tapped creatures. So everyone loses 3 life.
All right. I'll go down to 35.
All right. My board's looking a little bit naked here. I can't deny that, and I don't know if I can do much to help that right now. Land for turn will be a basic swamp. I've got options, and I think I'm gonna have to do the simplest one, which will be to continue to set up.
Board wipe.
I'm gonna spend. Yeah, exactly. That'll be next turn. I'm going to pay 6 mana to cast one of my commanders, Clara Oswald. She has Doctor's Companion, allowing her to be a partner commander, and has if a triggered ability of a Doctor I control triggers, that ability will trigger an additional time. And I'm tapped out. That's all I can do. Okay, here we are. I'm finally able to get out one of my commanders. My board is looking ever so slightly less naked than it was before. I know it's not enough yet, and I need to keep building quickly. I just need to make sure I stick around for that to happen.
Nice. Okay. Yeah, that's pretty good.
Pretty solid.
2/6.
Yeah. Everyone's building up pretty good. I will draw for turn. Wow. Okay. I will play an island here. Okay. We'll start off. We'll do, I also need to build more of a board here. So we're going to tap for 4. And we're going to play a Homunculus Horde. So this is one of our new fun Foundations friends. Homunculus Horde says whenever you draw your second card each turn, create a token that's a copy of this creature. Notably, each token would have this, and so it becomes exponential. So I would have 2, and then 4, and then 8, and then so
like Scoot Swarm for drawing cards.
Yeah. It's a cute swarm, if you will. Great. So I'm gonna go ahead and I will crack this Eldrazi spawn here and tap for 2 to cast a Harrow. So I will sacrifice a land, and I think I will go ahead and sacrifice one of these islands to go grab 2 basics and put them onto the battlefield. Notably, I'm gonna grab 2 islands, so don't worry about it. Okay, so we got islands. We have pretty Foundations islands. And then I'll be moving to Wombat, I think, here.
I don't know why that got me.
Okay, so I'm gonna move to combat. I will. Roy, you're sitting too pretty over there, friend.
Huh?
Oh.
What'd I do?
He said you're too pretty.
Yeah, you're too pretty. You're at 40 health. So I will send Tamiyo at you for 0 in the air, and then Emrakul's Messenger for 2 in the air. And I will get a few triggers. So I will make another clue. I will put a counter on the toad. I will draw a card. When I draw a card, I'll make a spawn, and I will make a copy of the Homunculus Horde. That is my whole turn right now, and I will pass.
All right, I'm starting to feel like I need to draw a board wipe. That's not what this deck is supposed to be doing right now. I think that the correct play is to start by going to combat.
That's fair.
I'm going to send a 3/3 with Menace and Toxic 1 over at Dylan. And I'm gonna send 2 1/1s at Sterling.
Great.
The other one will sit here doing nothing.
Of course, I can block one.
This feels like a
And I'll
combat
take an
trick
infect.
sort of scenario.
Well, I will say I have onboard combat trick. I can give any one of these creatures death touch, but only one of them.
Ooh,
Oh, okay.
what?
Is it worth it to take 2 infect right now?
It would actually be 4 infect. Because they each have Toxic 1, and Necrogen Rot Priest will increase essentially their toxic values by 1.
Yeah.
Beat Sterling a lot.
I declare first, right?
Yeah.
Technically,
So
yeah.
I'm gonna prey on your humanity here, and I'm going to declare Clara as a blocker on one of them.
Okay.
So that I will only take 2 infect.
Yeah.
Dylan?
Okay, yeah, so here's the thing. If I block with the Toad thinking I'll kill Vishgraz, you want the trade at minimum to kill the Toad.
It is also Menace, so you have to block with 2 things.
Yeah, I have the spawn, which is like, I can just like boop boop. That, or I throw Homunculus in front of it. And I still think there's probably some other sort of trick coming out the woodworks here. So I will put 1 spawn and 1 Homunculus in front of the bigamous boy.
And what are the stats on the Homunculus?
It's a 2/2. So
The 2/2?
Yeah, he lives. Every day of the week.
Oh, right, because it's the 0/1 spawns, not the 1/1. Or
Yeah, not the 1/1 Scion or whatever. Yeah.
I will give nothing death touch. I will kill a Homunculus and a spawn, and a Might Will Die to Clara's power. And Sterling, you will get 2 poison counters.
Indeed. Do I take 2 damage, or is it 1 damage and
1
2 poison?
damage, 2 poison counters.
Great. Go to 34, and I get 2 poison.
And I will, for my own value, now show that Vishgraz is getting +2/+2 because there are 2 poison counters out in the world.
I'm
feeling sick.
Oh,
Well, so Infect doesn't, but Toxic does.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's okay. I'll just regenerate when I hit 10.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah.
it's probably fine.
We're all in denial. It's fine. Yeah.
Okay. I am probably going to still end up killing Clara. I'm so sorry, but
Oh, no.
it's mostly because now Dylan doesn't have a random token to protect himself from this effect. So I'm going to tap 3, and I'm going to, at sorcery speed, play everyone's favorite instant, Vraska's Fall. Each opponent sacrifices a creature or planeswalker and gets a poison counter.
Oh, man.
Okay.
Oh.
I will tap 2, and I just don't. I'm trying to keep the poison at bay. I'll just straight up counterspell it.
Okay.
Thank you so much. I do not need an
probably
8
should hold
cost
that.
commander.
So this probably wasn't the best play I could have made. Vraska's Fall, I've been holding it for a couple turns now, and it's a great card and an instant. Dylan obviously had a counterspell up, so I should have hoped that he would use it on something else, honestly.
Vraska's Fall is so good here, and I cannot let it resolve. I do want to curry a little bit of favor with the Doctor Who player who has an incredibly expensive commander, but at the same time, I don't want a poison counter, and I am staving that off as long as possible. I do not want to deal with it until at least a few other proliferate cards have come out and missed me. But I definitely don't.
No, you earn points with the doctors. It's okay. I don't need an 8 cost Clara right now.
Oh fuck, that's true. Yeah, that's true.
And
Yeah.
I'm going to tap 2 for an Arcane Signet.
The doctors that
and
have not arrived yet.
I will... Yeah, I will pass.
I don't like being shields down, but here we are. This is the world I'm in.
That was the real trick, was I was getting Dylan shields down. Roy, get it.
what? Yeah, Roy, get it. You make me sound like a guard dog. Sick of.
Hey, I think we talked about barking last episode, so let's not.
Yeah, I was the only one that barked. None of y'all barked with me.
I still demand Dylan, Mask, and Sterling to bark for me. I hope next time I win, I think what I want my prize to be is I want to hear each of them bark. I want to see what they sound like, from like maybe little Chihuahua to like bulldog barks. You know what I mean?
I will play Castle Ardenvale. Does not tap as I do control planes. I will tap 2 planes and 1 forest to play the Queen Alanal of Rudash.
Oh, fuck. Okay, she's a
Power
tough
and
one.
toughness.
Fancy
are-
name, so it must be powerful.
Yeah. Her power and toughness are each equal to the number of creatures I control. So it's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So she is a 6/6. If one or more creature tokens would be created under my control, those tokens plus a 1/1 white soldier creature token I created instead.
Yeah, your deck's really showing off a lot more, I think, than last game.
Yeah, I was like trying to like make it just a tad bit better because I was like I felt like I was falling like behind. And you can thank Diego. He bought me some of these cards. He'd be like, "Oh, I got you this. Go check the table." And I read it. I'd be like, "I don't like this card, but I'll put it in." And now I see why it's like working. I will tap this for planes, and I'll tap the castle to play the carrot cake. I create a 1/1 white rabbit, and not only that, it creates also a 1/1 white soldier on top of that.
Oof.
So soldier, and I should have a rabbit here too, and a rabbit. I have room anywhere. So 3 triggers, 2 tokens got created. I will put 2 counters on Baylen here. Trying to think if anything else triggers. Oh, I also get to scry 1. I will put it at the bottom of my library. And I'm going to activate Baylen's ability. I'm going to tap the food token and 2 elementals and 1 of my rabbits to give Baylen 3/3 with trample until end of turn. It gains trample to end of turn, but it keeps a 3/3 on it. So now it's a +5, yeah. So now it is a 9 something. I don't know.
A 9/8. Whoa.
Wow.
Yeah, and I'm gonna swing with Baylen with trample at. Oh, I'm gonna swing at you, Dylan. I'm sorry.
You're not. We've talked about
take
this
the
last
line.
episode. Yeah.
I'm so sorry, Dylan. I had to swing at Dylan because I already swung at First Blood on Mask, and then I felt bad for Sterling because they were kind of naked over there. I feel so bad because the last episode I kind of did swing at Dylan a couple times.
I was gonna swing a mask, but feels that little thing scaring
I
me.
will take 9, but I don't think I'm gonna have. I don't think I can let Baylen live much longer. So,
Oh, okay.
because I can't take another 9 really. I'll go to 28.
Okay. I will then pass, and that Throne of the God Pharaoh activates. So 2,
yes.
3, 4. Everyone loses 5 life.
All right, I'll go down to 30.
29.
Yeah.
Go to 23.
Man, I wish I could be doing more right now. All right. I drew for turn. I think it's time to get my other commander out to play. Let's pay a blue, a green, and a white for the 14th Doctor. This ability will only trigger once because it's an ETB, and I don't. So it's not a Doctor I control until he hits the battlefield. So I will, when I cast this spell, I will reveal the top 14 cards of my library. All doctors revealed this way will go to my graveyard, and the rest will go to the bottom of my library in a random order. And then the 14th Doctor can enter as a copy of a doctor that just went to the battlefield, or to the graveyard, sorry. So, top 14 cards of my deck. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
I don't think those are the numbers of those doctors.
10, 11. I don't need you to throw me off right now. 12, and and 13 and 14. So all of these non-doctors will go to the bottom of my library in a random order. I will.
A little sad to see your farewell go away there, honestly.
Yeah.
I have another thing, but I need another turn to make it pop off. Let's see here. Who do I want the 14th Doctor enter as a copy of?
Any of those doctors with ETBs will get to trigger twice.
Yes, they will. Although this is going to be the thing in the future that I want to copy, which is not an ETB. So I'm going to have him enter as a copy of the 6th Doctor. He is in my graveyard. I'm just putting him here as a representation of
Okay. Yeah.
who he is. So 6th Doctor, whenever I cast a historic spell, copy it, except the copy isn't legendary and it only triggers once each turn. And Clara will be able to copy that. So I will make 2 copies.
So
of
that's
Doctor.
a weird little interaction because the 6th Doctor specifically says his ability can only trigger once each turn. Clara can't double trigger it.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
Well, I was really hoping to start getting some value out of Clara, but I never knew that interaction before. So, it's still a strong ability. I can still get some value out of it, just not as much as I was expecting. Definitely a misplay. I can still come back strong from this. Okay, cool. I've won many games off of that cheat then.
I mean, to be fair, there are effects where, like, if it said this, or like the first time you cast a historic spell, copy it.
Right.
Then Clara would.
Yeah.
So, like,
Yeah.
it's there's so much weird wording. in
Interesting.
Magic the Gathering.
No, seriously, I'm constantly. I've been playing for years, constantly finding those little nuances. Great. Well, I'm happy to know that. And I will follow up with paying 2 for an arcane signet,
Nice.
and I will. Yeah, nice to an arcane signet when your boards are so strong.
No, I'm on board for you ramping as hard as you can and pummeling a rabbit in the face.
Next turn will be great now because of that arcade signet.
It'll be better than it was going to be.
Not even kidding. Anyway, not gonna have Clara throw any punches right now. I'm gonna go ahead and pass.
Okay. Mask.
That's me.
We have a common problem, a hair, if you will.
Yeah.
The statue is also a problem.
The statue is one of the biggest problems.
I could take care of either or. If you could take care of,
Well, I'll tell you this: I super can't take care of the statue. That's for sure.
Okay, I could take care of the statue if you have a means to at least immobilize Baylen.
I think I can.
Terrifying. All right.
I mean, it depends on what Roy's got going on, but I know I can't do anything about the threat
I
of the
do
bottom
have
arrow.
2 lands on tap.
Sure.
I will say that.
All right, I'm gonna draw.
One of them taps for green or white.
Not blue.
It is red and white.
I'm gonna play Lumbering Falls as my land for turn. Okay, so I will. This is not the way I wanted to have wanted to use this card, but that's fine. I will tap for 3. And I'm going to play a Carnivorous Canopy targeting the statue that you have, Roy. It says destroy target artifact, enchantment, or creature with flying if that permanent's mana value is 3 or less. Proliferate.
It is 3 or less.
So, I do have a counter, but I don't want to use it right now. I'm scared of a board wipe. That's why. I'd rather save it for board wipe.
A reprieve? Because if you have a reprieve, I'll just cast it again.
I mean, my guess is it's more like a heroic intervention type effect.
Yeah,
It's more of a like
intervention would be a heroic intervention would be a waste here, but
what should I do? Sterling, should I do it?
Yeah, you should do it.
I should? Okay. I will tap both of my lands, and I'm gonna play the. Would this work? It should work. Boris Charm.
Permanent you control gain indestructible.
Yeah.
look, I had to try. Throne of the God Pharaoh is putting in work and will single-handedly absolutely win the game for Riot Dial if we don't take care of it. to get them to waste Boros Charm on a single target removal spell is kind of the best thing I could have gotten out of this.
So the reason, two reasons why I want to use Boros Charm here is because one, I didn't want to lose Baylen the Throne of God card so early because I know it was taking life away from everyone, and I felt like this is too good not to lose it right now, or to lose it right now. And two, I was just like, and if it backfires on me, I can blame someone that said that I should use it. So Sterling, I'm gonna blame Sterling if it doesn't work.
Yeah, that will stop the destroy effect. Since it's not giving it hexproof, Dylan, you do still get to
target and proliferate. Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Wait,
so,
it
it gets targeted, it doesn't get destroyed.
Yes.
You're safe. The proliferate effect still happens. Which, I'm just saying, if you wanted to, you could proliferate the poison counter on Sterling.
I am invested in Sterling right now. If Roy had one every day of the week, every
I'm
damn
glad somebody
day.
is.
I tried to get Roy a poison counter, and you countered it.
Yeah, you tried to also give me one, so
Yeah, well,
I'm invested in me first and foremost here. All right. So from there, okay, I'm still gonna do this then. I'm hoping that I am really not the concern right now, but I'm gonna send 2 in the air at you, Roy, and I'll send Tamiyo again, which will make a clue.
Okay. So I'm down at 36.
Okay, I will make a copy of the homunculus, and I will also make an Eldrazi spawn. Which I'm just going to kind of tuck back here because I'll draw a card. And then I'll put a 1/1 counter on our friend the Toad. From there, second main. Let me see what I pulled here. Oh. That's fascinating. Hold the phone.
Holding.
Okay. All right. I'm going to tap 1, 2, 3, 4. I will sack the spawn again, putting my shields a little low for a little protection. So I'll tap 5. I'm gonna play one of my favorite cards that's kind of bad, but I'm gonna play the Watcher in the Water. Ooh. So this is a legendary 9/9 Kraken. It enters the battlefield tapped with 9 stun counters. So
Can't wait to proliferate those.
yeah, that's super fine. When you draw a card during an opponent's turn, create a 1/1 blue tentacle creature token. Whenever a tentacle you control dies, untap up to 1 target Kraken and put a stun counter on 1 target non-land permanent. This is my solution for Baylen. Given that I can draw on an opponent's turn, which is super not going to happen yet.
Would that stop my abilities too, or it just does?
No,
No,
it
it
just
just
keep
stops you
tapped
from
down.
attacking. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Cool. So he will have 9 stun counters. Again, his power toughness is not the important part. All right, Mask, take it away, and hopefully not my direction.
Okay, we'll untap. I'm going to once again start with combat. I'm going to send 2 1/1 Phyrexian Mites at Roy,
Oh.
and I'm going to. I really don't like those homunculi. Do I send a 5/5 menace at Dylan just to try to eat the homunculi?
The person with the lowest health, I don't know
know.
why you wouldn't send Vishgraz over at Roy as well. A board
Because-
wipe will happen with the
Right.
homunculi are out so early that, and right now they're
Yeah.
not coming at you. That's that's certainly not.
Honestly, I think you're right. I will also send a 5/5 menace
Hello?
at Roy as well.
So you're
Right, you-
26.
You've been
That's
draining us for a
wild.
lot of life. So anyway, there's 2 1/1s and a 5/5 with menace, and all of them have the capability of gaining death touch.
Okay.
I love the one-word attempts at diplomacy.
Hello, yeah.
Hello.
So how strong is not the mites? The other one?
Vishgraz is a
One
5/5 with menace.
Oh. Okay, and it gives toxic 1 or toxic
Yes,
2?
they all have toxic 1, but because of Necrogen Rot Priest, it's kind of like toxic 2. So essentially, any that get through will give you 2 poison counters each.
Okay, so I will block with my soldier, and I did not just tap it like that. Sorry. I'll block both of the mites.
Okay.
Then. with both of them. They're both 1/1s, so they die
Yeah, they're both
anyway, right?
1/1s. Cool.
And I will take the 5 and
You'll
the
take
2.
5 commander damage and 2 poison counters.
Okay, just finally
Lord.
starting to shore this up over here.
We're gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4, and we're gonna cast Expand the Sphere. So I'm going to look at the top 6 cards of my library and put up to 2 land cards from among them onto the battlefield tapped, and the rest on the bottom of my library in a random order. If I don't find 2 land cards, I get to proliferate for each land that I miss.
I love it.
6.
Oh, wow.
So here is the top 6. I will take a look at them. I'm going to... You're in luck, people who are currently poisoned. I want these lands. I'm going to grab a Croson Verge, and I'm going to grab a Swamp.
Nice.
And the rest will go on the bottom. I hit 4 lands in there, so I definitely had options. Cool. So that will do that. Those are on the bottom. I don't proliferate any. And then I will pass.
Okay.
Do your
My
worst,
turn.
bunny man.
Oh, wait. There's Baylen on top, right? I'm not stunned.
Yeah,
right?
you're not stunned. No,
Okay. Not yet. Okay.
that's the hope anyway.
I draw. I will play the Fountain Port.
Oh yeah, that's
Nice.
quite good.
I will tap the Uncharted Haven for the mountain to play Ragavan, Nimble, something.
Pilfer.
I don't know how to-
Pilferer. Incredible.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's a little pirate.
Wow. Wow. Wow.
Fiddle dee dee.
Diego gave me him. I didn't think he was good. I was gonna talk
He's
about
he
him.
is
Wildly good.
incredible. He
Yeah.
runs the formats he's in.
Bruh.
Well, he used to.
Oh.
Modern Horizons 3 power crept them out.
Maybe I should have
Modern.
asked it.
Yeah.
No, it's fine. Oh, I lost Rosie, so I can't do that then. That's fine.
Yeah. Coming for all and all
Hmm.
next. She's also.
I have no cards in my hand, so I know I want to power
Oh,
Baylen
geez.
again, but I feel like I should take this turn to draw with Baylen instead. So I'm going
That's
to do
fair.
that. Yeah, I feel like it's a safer bet just in case like a board wipe happens.
All eyes are on you because you do have a big
I
trampling
know.
monster, so you
Yeah.
have to contend with that.
I will tap planes and another planes to pop my carrot cake. I will gain 3 life, so that brings me to 34 here. I will tap 3 tokens to draw a card, just so I can be okay. And then do I have anything else? 1, and then 3 others. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Okay, and I'm gonna play Assemble the Legion.
Ooh,
Beginning of my
nice.
upkeep, I put a muster counter on Assemble the Legion. Then I create a 1/1 red and white soldier creature token with haste for each muster counter on it. So like it grows over time.
Yeah. The
So that should help
enchantments.
with the
The
board
fun
wipe,
one.
I think. Yeah.
I need that farewell back, y'all.
Yeah.
So Baylen
I
doesn't
have True
trample.
Graveyard Recursion because of my commander, but
Well, Farewell went to the bottom of your library.
yeah.
oh, that's true. It did. I forgot about that.
So what we need is for you to shuffle.
Yeah.
I will then swing with Queen Alana of Rudash at Mask here.
And
With
that's
an
8.
Yeah.
eight.
She did. Goddamn.
Actually, she created another token now that I think about it because of the rabbit.
So it's 9, you say?
It is 9, yes.
Okay, I'll go down to 21.
Woo.
A board wipe was telegraphed. I don't know why I chose to take 9 damage here instead of blocking with my Rot Priest. But I did.
I'll keep it. I'll end my turn. So everyone then loses 4 life.
Right, down to 17.
Down to 19. And Starling is down to 25.
Yep.
If a board wipe happens, I'm finished. I don't have a hand. Like, I have nothing.
That's the I should play Narset and just make it so you can't draw.
Oh, God.
Get your draws
I
in
feel
now,
like
Mask.
I started strong, but I feel like I should have.
I would if I could, Dylan.
No, I
I would love. I would love to build my board state more this turn, but I do need to, in fact, use my creatures to help convoke a certain thing.
Good.
1,
Yep.
2,
Yep.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 mana to cast Everything Comes to Dust. Convoked with 2 creatures. It will exile all creatures except those that share a creature type with a creature that convoked this spell. It will exile all artifacts and all enchantments. And so if you have a Time Lord, a Doctor, a Human, or an Advisor, they will stay. All other creatures, artifacts, and enchantments get exiled. Okay, these board states are getting way too strong, and frankly, they're being very nice by not swinging everything they've got at me. I need to take advantage of that nicety. It's time for a little reset.
And there is the board wipe. Exactly what I was terrified of. You can hear my voice. I gasped. I'm like, crap. Like, what do I do now? I absolutely don't have anything now to ramp back up there. So I'm gonna have to like scurry and try to catch up with everyone now.
What if I told you Baylen got their doctorate?
I will float 1 mana because I'm about to lose some artifacts.
So
So I'll
okay,
float
Baylen
a
costs
black
more.
mana.
Yep.
And just let
So
me know before you move phases so I can spend it.
Tokens are gone. Oh no.
It was just
And you said artifacts too?
All artifacts and all enchantments.
Artifacts,
yeah.
enchantments, and creatures that aren't Time Lord, Doctor, Human advisors.
the
Any
enchantments
of those.
were the important part. Yeah.
Oh wait,
but
that's
I'll
right.
take it.
Well, when you did that, I will. Can I still activate Baylen's ability?
Yeah, you could
Okay.
activate Baylen in
I would.
response.
Those 3 tokens
3
that I
tokens
left
left,
on tap,
yeah.
I will draw 1 card.
Fair.
So hopefully that saves me.
Should have left you should have kept your Boros charm.
And
I know. Sterling told me to play it. Now I know why.
yeah, that's exactly what
Well, to
I
be
said.
fair, the board wipe exiled, so.
That's true.
I was
yeah,
still worried about it, but
No, yeah.
anyway, Mask, I am completely tapped out, so I'm going to pass. So whatever you
Cool.
want to do.
I'm gonna. Dylan, is it the Doctor or Clara?
I mean, I would take Clara out because well, hold on. Let me
So,
see.
like,
the
my thought is,
sixes.
if I kill Clara, isn't helping the 6th Doctor.
No, that's true.
But if so, the 6th Doctor is a great ability.
Yeah.
The only like hang up I'm hitting is that if I kill the Doctor, the 14th Doctor cast trigger gets to happen again. But I'm not sure how worried I am about that.
The thing is, I feel like the 6th Doctor is kind of stuck as the 6th Doctor right now.
Right, but it is one of the better Doctors. In a
Yeah.
Doctor deck.
Yeah.
Yeah. The 6
Yeah.
Doctors.
I trust your judgment. I think you're on the right track.
I actually
there.
have this secret other creature out that's like you can target this random guy too.
No, it's okay. I'm gonna mortify the 6th Doctor.
Okay, great.
Just as a
We'll go
note,
back to-
Sterling, last turn you had the 6th Doctor, you cast an artifact, so you should have 2 arcane signets. Is that correct?
I mean, they'd be gone
I
now.
would have-
You could have one. mana
yeah, that's true. That's true.
That's
yeah.
a
You blew your own stuff
wonderful
up.
point that I immediately missed my trigger. Yes.
That's it.
See,
Welcome
we're
to
really
Magic.
just solving the concern of you missing triggers. We don't want
It's
you
like-
to have to worry about that.
Exactly. And the thing, like, I always pay attention to, like, I have so many legendary enchantments and creatures that I'm like,
Oh,
oh, these
yeah.
are the fun ones.
Yeah.
Sterling, when you activated your board wipe, I'm listening to Lord of the Rings, and the song was "A Storm Is Coming."
That's good.
You should switch it to the 11th Doctor's theme, the bum 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 bum.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Make it intense.
that's all I've got.
Okay.
Dylan, you're up.
I have drawn for turn. Might regret this, but I'll tap for 5, and I'll play a Jin-Gitaxias.
Oh.
5/5 Ward 2. When you cast a non-creature spell with mana value 3 or greater, draw a card. And then for 3 and a blue, I can exile Jin-Gitaxias, then return it to the battlefield transformed under its owner's control. Jin-Gitaxias is a win con in this deck. He's probably a win con in damn near any deck you put him in, really, but we don't have any of the other combo pieces. We have nothing out right now, which means that we're going to be hoping to use Jin-Gitaxias to draw cards, and that is a rough spot to be in. I can only activate that as a sorcery and only if I have 7 cards in hand. And then the backside has a few things. So
We want to read the backside when it happens. Because
Yeah, that sounds fun.
it's got a lot of words.
I want to be
Yeah.
surprised.
And everyone will forget by that time anyway. I am gonna tap 3. I will play Narset, Parter of Veils. I want to keep Roy from drawing anymore. I like that you're handless right now, buddy.
I'm so sorry. I want to sidebar for a second. I have a Japanese War of the Spark box sitting above my head right now. I opened one and I pulled, when it was $300+, I pulled the alt art Narset Parter of Veils.
That's incredible.
Best pull I've ever had.
That's incredible.
Yeah, that is jealous. So Narset says each opponent can't draw more than 1 card each turn. And then for -2, I could look at the top 4 cards of your library. You may reveal a non-creature, non-land from among them and put it into your hand. And then I'll put the rest on the bottom. That is a non-creature spell with mana value 3 or greater, so I will draw off that. I will go ahead and play a land for turn because I haven't done that. Then I will -2 Narset, so she will have 3 loyalty. I will look at the top 4 cards and reveal a. I will actually reveal a Garruk Primal Hunter and put that into my hand.
Fun.
And then that's my whole turn because the rebuild is gonna be tough.
Mood.
You tell me.
Will untap, upkeep, and draw. I will play a Tainted Wood as my land for turn. We're gonna play 2 little buddies.
Just little
It's like
flames.
between Cracking Crows and Virgin playing 2 little buddies or playing 1 big spell, and I think I want to play 2 little buddies. So the first little buddy is Blight Belly Rat. It's a 2/2 with Toxic 1, and when Blight Belly Rat dies, I proliferate. And the second, more aggressive little buddy is the Emperor of Bones.
I love it.
Also a 2/2 for 2. It says at the beginning of combat on my turn, exile up to 1 target card from a graveyard. It also has 1 and a black to adapt to, and whenever 1 or more +1/+1 counters are put on Emperor of Bones, put a creature card exiled with Emperor of Bones onto the battlefield under my control with a finality counter on it. It gains haste, sacrifice at the beginning of the next end. So it's graveyard
That's a lot
hate
of fucking
that
words.
turns into,
That's a lot.
recursion, essentially.
Yeah.
He's mighty.
He does a lot. So I'm gonna real quick. I'm gonna move to combat.
Yeah.
And I am gonna exile the 6th Doctor out of your graveyard.
Wow.
So we'll have
I
our
needed
little.
one more turn.
Look, I want you to do incredible things because I love Doctor Who and I love what your deck is doing.
Just don't do that at me. So
That's fine.
Don't do them with
I
the 6th Doctor.
understand.
None
I
of
only need
these.
13.
Fair. None of these can attack, so I will go ahead. I'm going to crack my Croson Verge to search my library for a forest card and a plains card, put them onto the battlefield tapped, and then shuffle. But while I do that, I will go ahead and pass to you, Roy.
Okay. Yes.
still at 34 over there. Good lord.
I'll tap these 2 to play the Beauregard Mentor.
Oh yeah.
Trample. Its power toughness equal to the amount of creatures I control. Right now it's just a 1/1. I will tap this and this to play Arcane Signet.
Nice. Okay.
And I think that's all. You know what? No, I wouldn't be able because that's a mountain. Never mind, it's not a forest. That's all I got. I'll pass.
Okay, cool.
I
I
have
will
nothing.
go to untap. I will draw. Oh, that messes with my plan. Does it?
No, just do your plan.
Yeah, I'll do my plan. All right. Overgrown farmland. I need to protect my graveyard, so I need to do my plan. I will pay 2
Makes you
green.
feel better. I just want to do one funny thing with the 6th Doctor from Emperor of Bone, and I won't hit any of your other doctors.
Just in case. Just in case you go back on your word here.
Well,
I'm
like,
going to
What if I don't?
I'm going to play Creeping Renaissance
Yeah, you
sorcery. I will choose creature for my permanent type, and I will return all creatures from my graveyard to my hand. Does
Oh,
that
okay. You're just
resolve?
yeah.
Just thin it out.
To stop you from getting your
So
doctors back.
15th War, 3rd K9. I'll go back into my hand, and I currently have no maximum hand size thanks to Reliquary Tower. I will pay 3 or 2 colorless and a green for I totally lied. Nope, that is a 4-mana spell I was about to try and cast.
Ooh.
And I have 3. What else can I do? I don't think anything. Let's see here. I have... Actually, I can do something, and I will. I will recast. First, I'll put this in my graveyard because it's done. I'll pay a blue to recast K9 Mark 1, giving Clara Ward 1.
Nice.
Nice.
That's good.
And I will pass there. So here we are, one turn after my board wipe, and I already have the weakest board state again. But if there's one thing a doctor is good at, it's recovery.
Okay.
Yeah, but it feels pretty good being the one who can draw more than one card a turn.
Well, I can't right now because my artifacts were blown up. It's a little tough. I will. I'm going to first play a Cloakwood Swarmkeeper. So when one or more tokens enter the battlefield under your control, put a 1/1 counter on the Stormkeeper. I will tap. Notably, I have to be sure I get enough force because Garrick is a hungry bitch.
Yeah.
It's kind of, I've questioned putting him in here for that reason. 1, 2, 3.
It's a little weird in a not creature focused deck, but
I will play Garrick. So Garrick says that for +1, I could create a 3/3 green beast creature token. For -3, I can draw cards equal to the greatest power among creatures I control. Or for -6, I can create a 6/6 green worm creature token for each land I control. I'm going to go ahead and just give him a +1, which puts him at 4 total loyalty to create a beast creature token. And that will put a 1/1 counter on the Cloakwood Swarmkeeper. On cast of Garrick, I do get to draw off Jin-Gitaxias. And then I think I will go ahead and -2 Narset again to look at the top 4, and it says non-creature, non-land. Okay, well, options being what they are, a Cultivate is going to my hand. Because land. All right. From there, I'm upset at you, Roy. I'm sending a 5/5 at you.
I'll take the 5.
Take the 5. Okay.
Yeah, 29.
Okay. I will. Yeah, I'll pass.
I am going to end up needing to know what creatures are in people's graveyards, assuming my Emperor of Bones doesn't die in my first main phase.
I don't think I have any, actually. I don't have any.
Surprisingly, also don't have any.
I
I
wonder what
have
happened.
Rosie.
Yeah, where'd they go?
All right. Well, I will play a forest as my land for turn, and I'm not too worried about checking that count yet, because what I'm going to do first and foremost in my main phase is I'm going to adapt the Emperor of Bones. So I will put 2 +1/+1 counters on the Emperor of Bones, which will 1, make it a 4/4, but 2, it will trigger it, and I will return the 6th Doctor from exile to play under my control with a finality counter, and then sacrifice it at the beginning of the next end step. And then I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
This is a commander.
6, 7.
Yeah.
I counted apparently incredibly exactly. And I will recast Vishgraz.
Yeah. Yep.
And the 6th Doctor will copy Vishgraz.
Sounds good.
And when both Vishgrazes enter, they will each make 3 Phyrexian Mites.
Oh boy.
So 6?
Yeah. Notably,
This was
also,
a really weird plot, by the
Sterling,
way.
that's your doctor. That's your friend.
it's moments like these that Emperor of Bones is in the deck. I mean, being able to steal the 6th Doctor to copy my commander who makes tokens on enter, I've just made the 2 biggest threats the board could probably imagine.
Mask, why do you do this to me? 6 created mites, all with poison. I can't stand toxic. It's so
Yeah.
That's your buddy.
I was never a big fan of the classic series.
That's wild.
Notably, there are currently 4 poison counters amongst my opponents, so the Vishgrazes are 7/7s. No haste or anything on them. Haste on the 6th Doctor, so that's gonna go somewhere in a moment. I think that the play I'm going to make, I'm gonna move to combat, and I will exile Rosie Cotton.
Okay.
Just gonna.
That definitely works well. Yeah.
So that's tucked under Emperor of Bones. I'm going to swing. I'm gonna swing the 6th Doctor, who is a 3/3, at Garrick.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to swing the Blight. Am I gonna swing the Blight Belly Rat? I think so. I'm going to swing the. No, I'm gonna hold the Blight Belly Rat back. He's one of my favorite blockers. So just a 3/3 headed at Garrick.
Okay, I will block with a beast.
Cool. They will trade. 6th
Yeah.
Doctor will go back into exile, and then I will instead write Rosie Cotton on this card to tuck behind the Emperor of Bones. But I am tapped out, so that is everything from me.
Okay, I'm gonna tap these 4 and the Castle Ardenvale to create a 1/1 white human creature. And I am going to. Is anyone open? Like,
Not entirely. No, not without.
There's
competition.
only a 1/1 on Dylan's board.
It's a 2/2.
Or 2/2 on Dylan's board.
Yeah. You could
I have
kill
a 2/6
Narset.
in one.
Because that,
yeah.
I mean, you could attack Narset because I can't kill her myself because I can't pay the 2 loyalty.
I think it's more worth it to try and get
But-
rid of Garrick, but I also understand wanting to draw more cards if you want to target Narset.
Yeah.
yeah.
All right, let's get a little silly with it. Let's. I'm gonna start with. You know how I was just talking about how I didn't like Classic Who that much. I'm actually gonna cast Trial of a Time Lord.
Ooh.
This is a saga, and as it enters into Chapter 1, is it chapter? I forget. I don't know.
Yeah.
After 1, yeah.
Chapter 1, I will exile a target non-token creature an opponent controls until Trial of a Time Lord leaves the battlefield. That's the first 3 chapters, and the 4th we will basically get to vote on whether those cards will get shuffled back into their libraries or whether they will go back to the battlefield. Dylan, I need opinions here.
I'm really glad I have a token Vishgraz right now.
Yeah.
I'm debating between the non-token Vishgraz and the Emperor of Bones.
So Vishgraz I think is a bigger deal. The problem with the Lord of Bones is the Lord of Bones can like kind of keep doing its thing, but those are sort of very temporary things, and
Emperor of Bones also can only do things so much as there are creatures in the graveyard to do things with.
Right.
So it's kind of doing nothing right now.
It can't adapt anymore because adapt is if there are no 1/1 counters, then place one. So he would have to, or they would have to proliferate onto it.
Okay, cool.
So I think the Vishgraz is probably the best target in my opinion.
Yeah. Okay, and I'm gonna do the non-token one just to keep it fun with the voting at the end of it.
I'm trying to decide if I want to put it into the command zone here.
Yeah, because it's 4-5 turns.
Yeah,
Right.
and if the pass either way the vote goes, you would get to either choose to put it in the command zone
Right.
again, or
I guess the question
back to the
is
battlefield.
he worth casting again, or like
What I have in hand, so I'm currently at 1 card in hand. So at most I've got 1 guaranteed thing I could do. So I think I'm tucking Vishgraz into the command zone.
okay, cool.
He's your target.
All right. 3, 4. And with my 6 remaining mana, I'm going to, I should have done this backwards, but whatever. I'm going to pay 4 to play the War Doctor. Whenever one or more permanents phase out, and whenever one or more other cards are put into exile from anywhere, the War Doctor will get a time counter. Whenever he attacks, the War Doctor will deal damage equal to the number of time counters on it to any target.
Very
and
good.
that's removal. Yeah.
Yeah. Great. And the hard thing is that I always forget to pay attention to when other people are exiling their things.
Ooh,
Yeah.
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 Okay. I'm a peaceful man. Never say I'm
Peaceful War
not.
Doctor.
I'm skipping yet another combat and
That's super
moving on
fair.
to my end step.
All right. I will cast that cultivate from earlier. You know, never too late, I suppose. I'll put a forest to hand and then a forest tapped, just for the quick and easy. I run so many basics. That will trigger Jinkataxias. That is a non-creature spell with mana value 3 or greater, so I will draw a card once I'm done shuffling up here. Draw for turn, or not for turn, but I will play a land for turn. I will tap 3 to play Nissa, Voice of Zendikar. So for +1, I can put a 1/1 or 0/1 plant creature token into play. For -2, I can put a 1/1 counter on each creature I control, and then for -7, I gain X life and draw X cards, where X is the number of lands I control. So I will go ahead and I will +1 her up to 4 just to make a plant. And then I will also make a beast with Garuk. I will put 2 1/1 counters on the Swarmkeeper. I will definitely not be attacking. But do I pass?
Not even with your 5/5?
Yeah. Bait. The cast of Nissa I do get to draw, which I forgot. Okay. Yeah, I'll do another dumb thing then, sure. I'm gonna tap 3. We're planeswalking, friends. We're gonna play the new Kaito Cunning Infiltrator. So he's a heater. He's a standard all-star. I don't know. They say that. So whenever a creature you control deals combat damage to a player, I can put a loyalty counter onto Kaito. For +1, up to 1 target creature you control can't be blocked this turn, and then you can draw a card and discard. For -2, I can create a 2/1 blue ninja token, or for -9, I get an emblem with whenever a player casts a spell, you create a 2/1 blue ninja creature token. The fun part of playing Magic is the RNG. In the first half of this game, we drew into a ton of token generators, and now we're drawing into a ton of planeswalkers, which really shifts the dynamic of this game. So being able to cast out 3-4 planeswalkers, that changes how people see my board state, and it changes the way that they are going to approach combat. And I don't think I hate that idea quite as much. I managed to ult him last night, and it was dumb. I will...
Dylan, you're not making great arguments for not sending Vishgraz your way.
Look, I thought that was going to happen anyway. I have the least amount of life, but okay. I'm going to +1 him to 4. So up to 1 target creature cannot be blocked this turn. I'm going to choose Jinkataxis. I will draw a card and discard a card. I'm not going to combat. I'm not attacking. I will pass through combat. And then I will pass the turn.
We're gonna start the way all good things start, by going to combat. Emperor of Bones is not a May ability, so I'm going to exile the Creeping Renaissance out of your graveyard, Sterling.
Okay.
I can't get it back, but I can keep you from flashing it back. So that's
Indeed.
something.
Good call. Good call.
They can't block, right? So like, what are they doing?
Yeah.
Over here. I'm gonna send 6 1/1s at Dylan.
Just as like a person.
Yes.
Cool.
I think it is more, with what I currently am capable of, I think it's more beneficial for me to try and get some poison on you than to try and put any damage on planeswalkers.
Yeah.
And I think I need Vishgraz as a blocker for things, but at the same time, I really want to just... We're gonna... Right, Roy, you still have so much life. I'm gonna send 7/7 Menace at you, Roy.
Woo, let's go!
I've been quiet and not bothering anyone, and you still come at me.
It's because
Yeah,
it was
well,
part of your plan. That's the only reason, you know?
I remembered when you attacked me at the start of this game. So.
Yeah, it was first blood. Okay, I'll take it.
You know, for somebody who was just talking about how much of a problem Garrick was, I sure didn't just swing my big attacker at Garrick. I think Dylan's getting into my head.
How many? How
Oh.
much?
It's 7 damage and 1 more poison counter.
Oh my god.
I'll block 4. I'll lose a plant, and I will take 2 and 2 poison, right?
Yep. So there will now be 7 poison counters going around on my opponents. Any preference in which mites to kill?
I don't know.
Get his favorite ones. Get his
I
favorite
don't
ones.
like the ones that are like bipedal. They're weirder to me.
You don't
Yeah,
like to do
yeah.
one.
Yeah. So
You're
I'd
killing
take-
off 3.
I'll take those and then one of the others. Yeah.
Alright, those 3 are dead. We got the little bitey boys.
Yeah, they have weird teeth. It's very-
Then I think what we do now is we go 1, 2, 3. 4, 5, 6. And we play the Phyrexian Swarmlord.
Ooh, I have that card.
Phyrexian Swarmlord is a 4/4 with Infect, and at the beginning of your upkeep, create a 1/1 green Phyrexian insect creature token with Infect for each poison counter your opponents have.
Rough.
That will be all for me right now.
Yeah.
So I'm going to pass.
Yippee. Okay.
So
Oh, I drew
Sterling,
like
I
that.
think the War Doctor should have a counter because I exiled a card out of your
Oh,
graveyard.
thank you so much for letting me know that.
Yeah, I gotta stay a little honest, you know.
Only slightly.
I will
And
play
that is
him
not
out.
that's not technically a triggered ability, right? It's just the combat stuff.
That is a triggered ability.
Yeah.
It's,
Oh, okay.
The War Doctor is triggering because he saw me exile a card. So 2.
Great. So two
catch.
time counters.
Oh god, I didn't even think about the fact that his second ability triggers twice
Yes, indeed.
as well. That's great. I mean, that means you can shoot so many planeswalkers.
yeah.
Yeah, that's definitely. Yeah.
And shoot so many planeswalkers.
Can hit in our set so that Roy can draw cards and we can deal with Mask.
Yeah. Yeah. So,
Don't act like you couldn't have drawn 5 extra cards last turn.
I could have. It's not part of the plan.
Sounds like you don't actually want to deal with Mask. You just want other people to not deal with you.
Well, no, I don't have a good way to deal with you that isn't the plan. So,
Well then.
do I look combat ready? 5 is
going to tap
nothing.
5 lands to bring up Baylen again, the Haymaker. And I wish I had enough land to create another token because that would help out a lot. So, what I want to do? You have blockers. Oh, you have that beast token now. I forgot. Okay. That's all I have. That's all I have. I'll end my turn.
Okay.
He's up to 3 now. Yeah.
Okay.
All right. I will untap.
So is that preventing me from drawing on other players' turns also?
No, you can draw on
You can
anyone
only
else's
draw
turn.
1 card per turn.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
in
So
my
that's how we get
upkeep-
around it.
In my upkeep, Trial of a Time Lord is going to pop to chapter 2.
We got to do the Swarm Lord, right?
I think it's
No,
Gitaxius
because
Yeah, you could
I
get rid of
can- I
Jin.
can
That would
deal
be
with
fine.
or the Swarm Keeper.
But
I can deal with Swarmlord in another way.
okay, because that's wild. Jin does have Ward 2 for whatever it's worth. But
Yeah. Yeah, Dylan, I've been avoiding you. I think I will indeed pick Jin.
okay.
It'll get exiled under Trial of a Time Lord.
I'm gonna Tamiyo safe gaming. So target permanent you control gains hexproof and indestructible, and I'll gain 2 life.
Okay.
So
I can no longer deal with Phyrexian Swarmlord.
Yeah. Great. So made that bad.
Wait, I can.
No. It's okay, Sterling. If you don't deal with it, it's
Sterling.
got a target. That target has 4
The target
planeswalkers.
is your own battlefield. What are you talking about? Okay, that is the end of my upkeep. Trial of a Time Lord currently has nothing exiled under it, and it gets 1 more thing.
The trials are going great.
yeah.
Okay, and I drew.
Feels like democracy at work.
Okay, 2 of the 3 chapters of Trial of a Time Lord are down, and I have no creatures exiled under it. I mean, why is everybody being so protective? You're gonna get them back, probably. I will Rockfall Veil for turn. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I can do my math, right? I'm gonna pay 4 mana. And the Reliquary Tower will be my 4th. I'll pay 4 for a Monster Manual. Going straight to the artifact. Monster Manual allows me to pay 2 and tap it to put a creature card from my hand onto the battlefield.
That's really... Why have I never heard of this card? What?
Yeah,
I
it's
run
sick.
a copy of it in Goyfs.
Oh, that's gross. That's pretty cool.
I'm going to go ahead and pay
It's just
a
Elvish
green
Piper.
and a colorless. Tap it to put the 3rd Doctor from my hand onto the battlefield.
Okay.
Gets +1/+1 for each non-creature token I control. And when he enters, I will create a choice of a clue, a food, or a treasure, which we'll copy from Clara. I'm going to create 2 food tokens.
Oh.
So he gets +2/+2. Let's pay 4 for... Actually, let me make sure my colors were correct. Indeed they are. I can tap for red. I'll pay 4 for the 15th Doctor. When the 15th Doctor enters the battlefield, this will get copied. I will mill 3 cards, and I may put an artifact with mana value 2 or 3 from among them into my hand. So milling 3 cards for the first trigger. Land, sorcery. Milling 3 cards for my second trigger. Saga, enchantment, instant. Great. A lot of nothing.
I like having Asika just constantly on the prismatic bridge. Like, you know exactly what you're doing with this card, and it's not the front face.
Yeah, it's not Asika.
Okay, I will move to combat. So let's see here. Dylan, you've got a 4/4.
4/4, 5/5, and a 3/3.
Okay. What are we looking at on Rio's board here? We're looking at a 3/3.
A lot of nothing. And a 1/1. Yeah.
I have to swing at somebody to pull off the War Doctor's other ability.
Yeah.
I mean, if you aren't pointing the abilities at me, you can swing him.
I'm pointing the ability at you.
I don't
Wow.
Does it have to hit or just attack?
It just has to attack.
Okay, I mean, I won't kill it. If
I would just like to keep him around, you know.
Yeah, I won't kill it.
Okay, then Dylan, I will swing my 3/5 War Doctor at you,
3/5. Okay.
which will trigger his combat ability, and Clara will copy it. I will deal 2 damage twice to the Phyrexian Swarmlord.
And it will exile because of the War Doctor's ability.
Yes, thank you for catching that.
Oh, wow.
So you get 2
will
more counters.
give it 2 more counters.
Yeah, okay.
Look, I'm not going to sit here and pretend that the Swarmlord isn't a threat. It almost always dies the rotation it comes down, unless I can protect it, which obviously I couldn't. But Dylan is sitting there with multiple planeswalkers that draw cards, and somehow he has convinced the table that he's doing nothing. Ugh.
I'll pass.
Nice. Okay. Yeah, that's your deck's doing things, and I don't.
It is finally kicking up here on turn 10.
I don't love them. Yeah, so I'm.
I've never seen a Doctor deck before. It's my first.
There's been games where I've had like all 15 out at once, and it's been
There's
so
15 Doctors.
Actually, there's 17. There's 7 because there's 2 that's not numbered. There's 15 numbered.
Oh.
There's an enchantment where if I have 13 out, I win the game.
Okay. I'm going to. Yeah, I'm gonna do the thing. So I will -3 Garruk to take him down to 2 loyalty. I will draw cards equal to the greatest power among creatures I control, which is Jin-Gitaxias. So I'll draw 5. I'll tap 4, and I will flip Jin-Gitaxias because I have over 7 cards in hand.
Unless anybody wants to kill Jin-Gitaxias in response.
I can't.
Responses? Okay, so Jin-Gitaxias will flip, and it will become the Great Synthesis. So draw.
I love that.
It says draw cards equal to the number of cards in your hand. You have no maximum hand size for as long as you control the Great Synthesis. That is Chapter 1. Chapter 2 is return all non-Phyrexian creatures to their owner's hands. And then for Chapter 3, you may cast any number of spells from your hand without paying their mana cost. And then exile this and return it to the backfield.
Oh, it's like a mini omniscience, or whatever it's called.
Omniscient.
So I have
Yeah, that
10 in hand, so I will draw 10. I'm going to tap 3 for a Dreamtide Whale. This is Vanishing 2. When a player casts their second spell each turn, proliferate. So I will put 2 little time counters on him, and I'm going to move my enchantment.
I love a good time. Oh, when it enters with vanishing, does that? No, that's not exile.
No. It just means at the beginning of my upkeep, I take a time counter away, and then it disappears once it has.
I should really know that with the deck I'm playing. I don't.
Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and tap my island for a Soul Ring. That is my second spell for turn, so I will proliferate real fast.
You want to proliferate my +1/+1 counters or anybody's poison counters?
I will proliferate Roy's poison counter.
What?
Just Roy? That's so targeted.
No, you know what? Sterling's got 25, so I will also proliferate Sterling, because I don't know if I could kill Sterling.
Okay, cool.
This particular
War Doctor also has time counters you can proliferate.
No, I don't think so.
You could also proliferate the Saga to make him exile a creature right now.
Yeah, so hold on. I'm looking because I want to see if I could proliferate again. I cannot. Okay, cool. Then no, I will not do that. Bad news bears. I will go ahead and I will plus. You know what? I think I'm going to actually -2 Kaito, because that's just where we are right now. And I'm going to make a ninja creature token, which I certainly don't have. And then I will +1 Nissa to make a plant.
Cross also is now 2 stronger because you put 2 more poison counters out.
Yeah, I can live with that. it's unfortunate, but so the ninja is a 2/1. And was relevant on Mixer several years ago. Do I? You know what? I will actually activate Narset for the last time. So Narset will.
There you go.
Explode.
Yes.
You
So
can draw extra cards, folks.
look at the top 4. I'm gonna put. Yeah, I was gonna put Teferi's Tutelage, but that ship sailed. So.
I don't know. Seems like you could still use it.
Yeah, I'll put Tutelage in my hand. Okay, that's my whole turn. No wombats here, so I'll pass.
All right. You don't want to cast Tough Tutelage?
No, not right now. I don't want it because I don't want it to be removed.
That's fair.
It's an ender, and if it sits out too long, it just dies.
That's fair. I will untap. I do think, depending on the counterspell situation, there's a world in which I could kill one person this turn. I don't think it's a world that is valuable for me to go for.
Spice.
Because, like, if I were able to kill Dylan, that the Dr. Mayhem continues. I was able to kill Sterling, the Planeswalker Mayhem.
Look,
continues.
you cast 2 spells. I'll be sure that we're taking care of Sterling and
what's the most entertaining thing here, you know?
The most entertaining thing is so many things, but this is always the problem with getting in a position where you can kill one person is how do you
does everyone look at you afterwards like,
What if you attack yourself?
okay, so
I can keep game and life separate. We're fine.
Instead, I think what I'm going to do is try to put everyone in bad positions rather than kill any individual person.
Okay, cool.
That's the ultimate goal here. So I played a land for turn, and I'm going to tap 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6,
Jesus H Christ.
and 7. I'm gonna cast Plane-Wide Celebration.
The fuck is that?
It says choose 4. You may choose the same mode more than once. The modes are create a 2/2 citizen creature token that's all colors. Return target permanent card from your graveyard to your hand.
Ooh.
Proliferate, and you gain 4 life.
What?
Those are the modes.
And you could do it 3 times?
I get to choose 4 of
4
those.
modes. I know where those are going.
So any responses to Plane-Wide Celebration.
How many can I get a poison counter check on everyone?
I am actively not intending to kill anyone this turn.
3,
Because of
that's 7,
4.
4.
I also can't proliferate anyone to death with this. I'm also
Yeah. I don't
I
have.
also super shouldn't have played a land this turn, but here we are.
Yeah, that's super fine with me.
And here is my other favorite card in the deck. Plane-Wide Celebration was designed for Planeswalkers, but it does so much work. So much work for Infect. Typically, I actually just choose Proliferate 4 times, because if I can get someone to 6 poison, they don't think they're dead. But the plane sure does. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to choose to return target permanent card from... am I? Yeah. I want my Crows and Birch back. We're going to grab Crows and Birch back to hand. And the other 3 modes are going to be Proliferate.
Okay.
So the things I'm proliferating are going to be the Emperor of Bones, because I can. All of your poison counters, 3 times each.
3, 4,
3.
5 poison counters.
It's on the 7.
Which adds 9 more poison counters to the total number of poison counters.
Yeah.
So we are at
Big boy
Vishgra's
strong.
getting a casual plus 18.
Casually.
And I'm going to proliferate the Jin Gataxias Saga once.
Yeah, that tracks. So that will send all non-Phyrexians back to their controller's hands.
I have no creatures in my graveyard.
Oh, wait, creatures?
All non-Phyrexian creatures from people's battlefield.
To their hands, yeah.
Their hand.
Yeah.
Oh, battlefields. I thought it was a great.
It's a bounce, yeah.
Going to bounce. I'm trying to think how this stacks. So Emperor of Bones wants to bring Rosie Cotton back, and I'm trying to figure out if I think yours goes off first, so Emperor comes back to my hand, and then Rosie Cotton exists.
Or would Rosie come back to my hand?
Well, Rosie would go.
What I'm trying to.
Does it just say exiled?
So it has a finality counter on it.
Oh, she's out. Okay, yeah, there it is.
But that's what.
That's
so
where I was
she's currently
confused.
exiled, and Emperor of Bones is going to bring her back with a finality counter
Yeah.
when he gets a +1/+1 counter. So that triggers on the stack, but your trigger goes on the stack to bounce Emperor of Bone to my hand, and then Rosie comes out, is what I think happens here.
Yeah, because it has to leave before.
Right.
Yeah.
Because I'm the active player, so mine goes on the stack first, but yours resolves off the stack first.
Yeah.
Cool. So I will then have a Rosie Cotton with haste, which will make me a food. I'll draw some food in a moment, and that will put a +1/+1 counter on something, and we'll put it on the rat. There might be a world in which I can kill 2 people here. That's because I didn't think about how big Vishgraz was going to get here. This is not my commander Vishgraz, notably.
Yeah.
This is
commander
Tamiyo
damage,
Vishgraz.
which is the less
But it
important
is
part.
still a 21/21.
Yeah.
Jesus.
So, well, I think of that. I'm going to draw a nice little thing of fries real quick.
Oh,
Those are
okay.
fries.
I was like, fries?
That's my
Hello?
food. A nice little thing of fries. So, because we're at 6, 8, and 5 poison counters. So if I send, I think I can kill everyone but Roy here.
Oh, I'm at 7 counters.
Well, so what I'm saying is I could, so I think, before I go to combat, real quick, let's redeploy the Emperor of Bones. Because we can, and the only other card in my hand is a land. So I'm going to move to combat, and I will exile Narset from Dylan's graveyard
Sure.
because I have to exile something.
Yep.
Then I think we just see what Dylan's holding on to here and go for it. I will send the Blightbelly Rat and 3 Phyrexian Mites for a total of Toxic 4 down at Sterling.
Yep.
I will send Token Vishgraz at Dylan.
Woof.
And Rosie's going to have to go away anyway, so Rosie's going to swing at Roy.
Roy, do you have any responses?
No, I have nothing.
Sterling, do you have any responses?
I'm tapped out, buddy.
Okay, I'll respond. That's fine.
Vishgraz might actually be
Sorry.
No, you're good. I will tap for 4, and I'm going to Aetherize.
Yeah, that's fair.
Ooh.
So I'll return all attacking creatures to their owner's hands, but the tokens will go away forever.
With the Great Synthesis and Dreamtide Whale-Out, I fully expected to hit Chapter 2 very, very quickly and be left without a board state. However, I didn't know if anyone else would see that, so I left mana up specifically for Aetherize in the event that that army was coming my direction.
It's like that all the time.
Okay, so Rosie Cotton is back in your hand, Roy.
Is it?
Cool. Yeah,
Nice.
yeah, because it goes back to its owner's hands.
Okay. Token
Yippee.
Vishgraz vanishes into the ether. Blightbelly Rat goes back to my hand. Rosie Cotton goes back to Roy's hand. And I have a 2/2 and a food on board.
A dude.
That's a great way of
Like I
getting
said.
rid of the finality counter too.
Yeah,
Yeah, bouncing stuff. Yeah.
Yeah.
had to try. Cool. I'm kind of glad that that didn't end the game because I am excited to see what comes out of all of this nonsense on Dylan's board. Only a little excited, a little concerned, but
I'm also excited.
take it away, Roy.
At the end of Mask's turn, I've got 6 poison counters and no creatures. But hey, that's okay. I mean, surely if I get to 10 poison, I can just regenerate.
Cool. So at the end of your turn, I'm going to tap 3 lands, pay 1 life to play this Fountain Port, and I'm going to create a 1/1 blue fish creature token.
Glub. Is it a magic harp? It's gotta be a magic harp.
Does it have a name?
Huh? Oh, the
Does
little
your-
bird? Yeah. Sterling.
Oh,
Love it.
Sterling. I'm going to use this card as it. I
not
don't know.
biased at all.
That's an incredible fish.
I'll print off a headshot for you to use as a token.
Yeah. Oh my god, you should. That'd be so funny if I contribute. And then it'll be my turn. So it's just a 1/1 fish here. And I had to pay 1 life, so that brings me down to 22.
I would like to recommend if anyone can get rid of the saga on Dylan's board, might be nice not to let that one hit chapter 3.
Yeah, this was your doing, friend.
Yeah,
I thought you were gonna die, so I think I was right to do it.
Yeah,
I actually
no,
had one
I'm Lord-
non-Phyrexian creature.
I can only target a creature with Trial of a Time Lord, so
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna have to target a fish, unfortunately.
I mean, there's the Emperor of Bones. The fish is a token, so you can't hit that.
That's true.
You can tuck the Emperor of Bones away.
I will create I'll summon out Rosie by tapping 3 food token. I'll give a +1/+1 to the flying fish here. Is it flying? No, it's not flying.
no,
Sorry.
Regular fish.
So it's a 2/2. And then I really want to play this too if I can. How much is Baylen now? Oh god. I don't even have enough for Baylen, I don't think. I don't. That's okay. I'm gonna play Crinkle's Command.
Nice, yeah.
I create 2 1/1 red goblin creature tokens, which I should have here somewhere. Oh,
You have to go through like the deck of tokens because of just
Yeah.
how many. Yeah, that's so funny.
I have them alphabetized. I don't know.
I don't know. You don't look at me.
I don't know what happened to look. Oh, okay. Here we go. 1 and 2. So I have 2 of these now. So 2 tokens got created. So her ability triggers twice. So I'll just give it to the fish. So the fish now is a 4/4. Then I will tap this green. Yeah, this green and this to play Oral Guard Mentor again. So power and toughness of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it's a 5/5. And
It's pretty good, yeah. Damn.
yeah. Oh, that's all I got. I'll end my turn.
Okay. I will
Take it
untap.
away.
I will bump my camera. And
I truly did believe that you were somehow wobbling your whole desk. I'm like, oh.
no, I just really need a better camera arm. I will go to upkeep before I draw. Go up to chapter 3, if I can find it on the die. I am going to target Rosie Cotton.
Nah, I think that's a good one.
This is chapter 3. I will exile it under Trial of a Time Lord.
Okay.
Rosie's such a powerhouse of a card. It's wild.
Yeah.
Pay 1 blue for K9 Mark 1 again. And 1, 2, 3, 4.
Like, he's got to be at least Mark 3 by this point.
True. I guess I don't know if I have a turn to wait, but I'm going to hope that I do. Also, I'll untap Monster Manual. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 for Clara. And actually, with the 3 I have left, I will activate Monster Manual. And I will play the 7th Doctor. The 7th Doctor is a little confusing, and I will reread this if I get to attack with him. But when he attacks, I choose a card in my hand, and the defending player will guess whether the card's mana value is greater than the number of artifacts I control. If they guess wrong, I may cast it without paying its mana cost, and if I don't cast a spell this way, I will investigate, which Clara will copy. So I will get to either cast a spell and then investigate, or investigate and then do it again.
That is the most Doctor Who shit I've ever heard in my life.
Yeah.
It's so good.
Unfortunately, he does not have haste, so we'll see if that even gets to happen. I will pass there.
All right. Here you go, Dylan.
Okay.
Cast 21 spells.
Yeah, I am gonna try. So on tap with all my lands, I will draw for turn. Okay. I will. Interesting.
Add a counter.
Yeah, I have to go to main phase, so I will add a counter to the Great Synthesis. It now says, you may cast any number of spells from your hand without paying their mana cost. Exile this and return it to the battlefield. So I get my Jin Cataxius back. I will start by playing a Dreamtide Whale again, Vanishing 2. I'm going to
I think
then cast
way
Teferi.
I think the way this is worded, may cast any number of, I think you're putting them all on the stack at the same time.
Oh, okay. I could do that in
Yeah.
that order. That would be fine.
So
Because I have a very specific order. So I will play Dreamtide Whale, Teferi's Tutelage, the Lorecaster.
anything that
And
draws you a card, you probably want to resolve after the tutelage, right? To veil people.
no, Tutelage also draws when it enters. So.
Right, but it also triggers off every draw is what I'm saying. So if you've got cards you want to cast that draw you cards.
Let me double check here. Okay. Actually, if they're all going on the stack,
Yeah.
what I'm gonna do first, I will cast an Oversimplify first, which kills Jin Cataxius, but that would be fine. Then from there, I will.
Fair.
Hello?
Okay, so first on the stack would be an Oversimplify. Exile all creatures. Each player creates a 0/0 green and blue fractal creature token and puts a number of 1/1 counters on it equal to the total power of creatures that they controlled that were exiled this way.
Cool.
Okay.
Bones will leave and I will make a 2/2.
So this is. I could just loop Jin, but I don't want to do that. So.
I need help. What am I doing?
So you're exiling all of your creatures, and then you're making one creature with power, combined power of your creatures.
Yes. So you add up the
4.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then I will just use this Primo Fractal. That is a 5/5. I could just keep looping Jin, and I would have won.
Sorry,
that way.
was that so? I lost 3 creatures. That's a 3 power creature, or is it the I add my power?
Sum all their powers together.
Okay, got it. So it's a 6.
Yep.
Oh, their powers.
Yes. Yeah. And then
4, 5, 6.
all of these are going to enter right now.
Wait, what? That means I'd have a 10?
Yep.
You have one single 10/10
One
now.
single 10/10.
Interesting.
Okay, so tutelage comes in before the rest of these, which is fine. So all of these will come in at the exact same time. The stack of cards here is really complicated since they all have to enter at the exact same time, but I think I need oversimplify to land first. I really need to condense everyone else's board states down to single creatures so that I can then flood the board, because as of right now, I don't really have an easy win con. I don't have a clear path through besides I'm going to outvalue you. Time. When they enter, Teferi's tutelage triggers before they do, I believe. So I will draw a card and discard a card. I will discard a forest. I will have Mask if you'd like to mill 2.
Yeah, that's a Swords to Plowshares and an Evolution Sage.
Oof, Evolution Sage is very good. I will play a land for turn here real quick. Okay. Very, very important.
Wow, what a board.
Yeah.
I will go ahead and I will tap for 3. I'm going to play Lunar Insight. So I'll draw a card for each different mana value among non-land permanents you control. So I have 0, 1, 3, 4. That's 4 and 5. So I'll draw 5 cards.
That art is gorgeous.
3, 4,
Yeah.
5. Mask, you want to mill 10?
Yeah, sure. We got Temple of Malady and a Swamp. We've got Felwar Stone and a Staff of Completion. Got Viridian Corruptor and a Swamp. We've got Putrefy and an Unnatural Restoration. And we've got Greed and a Forest.
Okay. I drew 2 cards, so that will trigger Jolriel and Alondra. So I will make a Drake from Alondra, and I will make a cat from Jolriel.
We've also got already, I think, your Alondra 5th card trigger. So
Yes, yeah, which kind of doesn't
I mean, you don't have haste
do
on
anything.
No.
Yeah. But good to know. And then I do have a cat token in here, and it's very cute, so I'll put a cat. So I have a Drake and a cat. And then the Codal will get 5/1/1 counters. Whenever you draw a card, put a 1/1 counter on it. 2 tokens entered. Cloakwood Swarmkeeper will also get 2 1/1s. I will, let's see here. I'm going to just tap 2, and I will send Kellen on an adventure. So I'll investigate, which is super. Which I have a clue for that, and then that will let me put a. So we'll put a clue down, and then that lets me play another land this turn as well. Notably, I'll play a forest, and that's my second spell this turn, so I will proliferate.
You've already played your second spell per turn. You cast a bunch off of Jin Cataxius.
Is it? Oh, I guess it's cast not put.
Yeah.
Well, these would have proliferated earlier.
Yeah.
Then yeah. So I will go up to 7. I need another nice. This will go up to 4. Yeah, in my head it was put, not. So Nissa will go up to. Okay, I'm going to -7 Nissa. So I will gain X life and draw X cards, where X is the number of lands you control, which is 2, 4,
Oh my goodness.
6, 8, 10, 12, 14. So I'll get 14 life, which will take me to 33.
Okay, real quick question about your proliferate. Do you want to hit anyone's poison counters?
Yeah, I'd like to hit
No.
both of them.
Okay. I'm at 8.
I don't have too many proliferate cards, but if I had Evo Sage, I would have cast that. And I will draw 13 cards, and I will actually mill Mask for 26.
Okay.
Whoa.
1,
3, 4, 5,
3,
6,
4,
8,
5, 6,
12,
7,
13.
8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16,
Ooh.
17,
Ooh,
18.
Helm. I love Helm.
19, 20, 21, 22, 23,
Ooh.
24, 25, 26. Hey, I just want to pop in here real quick. I know there's nothing I can do about it, but milling Merciless Eviction, that one hurts. There's not a ton of board wipes that hit Planeswalkers, but that one sure does say exile all Planeswalkers on it. Been digging for that one for a while.
Was that Sun's Thinnest or whatever it's called?
Which one? White Sun's Twilight?
Yeah, that one. I
Yeah.
like that one.
Could you count your library for me?
Yeah.
I know that's a big ask.
1, 2.
I could also... Let's see if I could do this.
What is your deck all about? Milling, Dylan?
So I have a few outs. Because I draw so many cards to Fairy's Tutelage, there's a chance I draw 50 cards, so I could mill one person in like a sweep. Or I could... I have one card that gives people poison, and then I could proliferate that.
I currently have 40 cards left in my deck.
40 cards. Okay. I'm gonna cast... I'm gonna tap 3. I'm gonna put a Flux Channeler out. Let's see if I can do this as efficiently as possible here. So that says when you cast a non-creature spell, proliferate. I will... How many poison counters are we at, Sterling and Roy?
7.
7 and 7. I need to cast.
I'm at 8.
So you need to proliferate 3 times to kill them both.
Okay, I'll cast for 2 an Ongoing Investigation, which is enchantment, and I'll proliferate your poison counters and my...
Do you want to proliferate my fractal?
Sure.
Nice.
You never know what happens when you ask, you know? I'll proliferate my own fractal. Okay, I will then tap 2 for an Innkeeper's Talent, and I'll proliferate the poison counters again. So I think that takes...
No.
I think
my
that
fractal?
takes it right out. Yeah, sure.
Gotta dig for my flank.
My next card was World Fire. No, I'm
Oh,
kidding,
God.
I'm just kidding.
So I think I'm gonna tap 2 now, and I'll Talarian
no, that's okay.
Winds.
No, I don't think you need to.
So Talarian Winds is a non-creature, so I'll proliferate again.
coming up.
And so I think that takes out
not-
Sterling, right?
But I mean,
And my
if you
fractal.
want,
I think I want.
Just like that, I get taken out by technically freaking Mask's poison, toxic, which you guys know very well how much I hate poison. And with Dylan's proliferate ability. So GG's, guys, GG's.
well, I tried. I certainly tried. GG's, Dylan. GG's. I don't think I can regenerate from that. I'm gonna
And my fractal?
pump up to 10.
Yeah, sure. 4,
Nice.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11,
Yeah,
12,
we
13,
played
14,
well.
15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. Okay, so I'm discarding 23 cards, and I'm drawing 23 cards.
I will mill the rest of my deck.
Yes, and I think that is... Let me be sure I don't deck myself, because that's
Yeah.
maybe
yeah.
a valid
How many
one.
cards you got?
2, 3,
Would it be a
4,
tie?
5,
No,
6,
whatever.
7,
No,
8,
'cause I have to-
9, 10, 11,
I have
12,
to hit a
14,
draw
15, 16,
to be
17,
able
18,
to
19, 20,
mill
21,
out.
22, 23. So yeah.
Wow.
I'm gonna flip over the rest of my deck. Look, my Phyrexian Swamp was right on the bottom.
Whew.
Anything that from my graveyard can instant speed.
Yeah, I will.
me.
I will wait before I.
I mean, I don't think there is. I don't think I have a lot of effects that activate in the graveyard to begin with. Definitely nothing that I just flipped over is going to do it.
We should team up next time, Sterling.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I think that I'll die in my draw step. If you just pass it here.
Wow.
You are welcome to just kind of...
Yeah.
What a way to
Wobble
go,
out.
Mask.
Okay. I feel like there's
How
a
do you-
trick, but I'll pass.
No, I look,
I
a
don't know
trick
how
is
there would
one
be a
thing.
trick,
Straight
but-
up lying to you is a whole different
That's
thing.
fair.
Yeah, none of my cards have effects in the graveyard, so I will untap. Go to my upkeep. I will crack the food and gain 3 life back up to 20.
Let's go. It's important.
He's
No,
milking
just-
this.
And then I will tap 4 and the Rogue's Passage to make my Fractal unblockable.
Nice,
Then
nice.
I'll move to draw step, and I will die.
Wow.
GG, it's my first win on the show.
You did it.
I was.
And what a
Let's go,
beautiful,
Dylan.
graceful win that was.
Well, GG, thank you so much, everyone, for having me again. It was super, super fun. I hope I get to invited for the next one. But for next time, I'm gonna try to bring one of the new commanders I'm working on. But GG's, guys, thank you so much again for having me. Take care, everyone.
This is the risk with running poison. If anyone else is running proliferate, they can kind of take advantage of it. But I'm not upset with what Vishgraz did, and I'm not surprised that Dylan was able to kind of bounce back after the board wipe. So yeah, if you think about it, I killed 2 of those people. I'm the reason they were poisoned.
Okay, so obviously we didn't bring home the win, but you know, it was such a fun game, and what a phenomenal ending with Dylan using Mask's poison counters against Rio and I to take us out so that he could focus the rest of his energy on taking Mask out. It was such a smart ending to an incredible game, and you know, I hope to be back and show off some more Strength of the Doctors or maybe one of my other fun decks. I had such a great time. Thank you so much for having me.
And we did it. We finally brought home a win on the channel for the first time, which feels really good because it's Tamiyo. And I just had a really good time with this match. It was kind of all over the place. It was very swingy. The board wipes kind of set everyone back. The token Vishgraz double. I had a lot of fun. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. If you did, leave some comments down below. It really helps us algorithmically. You know you've seen enough shows like this. And of course, let us know if there's anybody you'd recommend to have on the show. We're reaching out to guests to try to schedule 2025, and I'm excited for what the future holds. Thanks for being here. I really appreciate it, and we'll see you in the next one.